So I would like to ask you about for the background of Asia Congress business in Thailand.
Okay. Well, Asia Congress is a international congress and exhibition organizer. We've been here now for over 10 years, but we're this year celebrating our 10th anniversary. And we basically work with international organizations and institutions from around the world. And we operate out of Bangkok for organizing their congresses and exhibitions in most Asian countries around the region, from anywhere from Korea to back to Bangkok.
So how many countries that you operate now?
At the moment, I believe about 7 countries.
In Asia or
in Asia, all in Asia. However, not every year. Let's say we've done. Last year we had 2 events in Macau. Next year, and 1 in Hanoi. Next year we'll be back in Hanoi and Kuala Lumpur. This year we were in Korea. So it changes per year depending on where the events take us.
But you have headquarters in Bangkok only?
Correct, yes. And we have a small subsidiary in Malaysia. But we are part of the PICO group of companies. Yes. And so as an associate company of PICO, we work together with the local offices. So we have the benefit of having a local support office in just about every country in Asia. So.
I noticed that most of the events organized by Asia Congress is relating to the education or something like research or something.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's your main specialized.
Yeah, we are specialized in international Congress-driven events. So even though the exhibition is there is a series of what we call peer review events. So like most of the events here, we do events that are subject to research submissions, and then there's a scientific committee or a technical committee that reviews the abstracts and rates them. That is a specialty market that we are in, and so basically this happens for very large events. Say the smallest congress we do is like 400 or 500 people, and the largest one we've handled is 14,000 people.
So do you think about expanding to other areas like trade, exhibition show, something like that? We do have exhibitions. We run an exhibition as well in partnership with other associations or organizations. We run, for example, the International Association of Amusement Park and Attractions, which is a very fun one because we do all the rides that you see at Ocean World or anything, or the construction for Disneyland. Those are all the exhibitors that are in there. That exhibition is about 7,000 square meters, and next year will be held in Kuala Lumpur. And then we also have the petrochemical show called Petrochemical Refining Asia, and that one is mainly an exhibition, will be held here in Bangkok next year, and then 2011 will be in Abu Dhabi. And will be our first time in the Middle East. First time in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
How do you see Thailand in a mice business?
Very, very attractive location to be here. I'd say the experience is fantastic, and particularly the value for money for delegates who are participating. However, nowadays the political uncertainties are not really helping. There are definitely some companies that are more reserved to participate. So we hope that this sort of temporary crisis will soon be resolved, and that the political stability will return, and then at least we have full confidence into the market. But right now we're a little bit cautious on that, and it's just too bad. I think we have to live with the situation the way it is.
So from the start until now, 10 years passed. So do you think which year is the best for you, and which year compared to this year?
I think every year we have fantastic milestones. I think you talk about what year was financially the best is a difficult one. I think that was 2008 for us, just last year. But I think every year we've had some fantastic shows. Just to name a few, in In 2003 we brought in one of our first congresses, which was the World Congress for Small Animal Veterinarians. 2,500 delegates here at Queen Sirikit. It was a fantastic event. 2004 we had the Congress on asthma, World Asthma Congress, which was also around 2,500 delegates, very successful. 2005 we brought the International Road Federation out here, which was all on road construction. 2006 we did a lot of shows overseas, 2007 as well, not much in Thailand. And in 2008 we brought Gas Tech here, which was, I believe, the largest show of the year in Thailand, which was around 14,000 people in the gas industry, and a very, very large exhibition. So, and this year for us it's the World Congress Nutrition that's coming up this October, which we believe will have around 3,500 delegates, and I can say we're very confident about that. Up to date we have already more than 1,000 delegates registered, and we're still very early in the game, so I believe that we'll do well.
Okay.
So the future looks good.
And about this is the first or the second?
This is the very first one.
First, but I saw the plate that next year will be the third rice conference in Vietnam.
Okay, let me explain that. This is actually, as far as we go, the first international exhibition ever held around the world on post-harvest technologies for rice. It was done on the incentive of the International Rice Research Institute that pointed this out as saying this is something that needs attention. It is still a relatively small exhibition, but as I'm very happy to note that it's a very busy exhibition this morning, so I would say for initial stage very successful. We have people from India, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, just about Philippines, coming here looking to buy technology, which is amazing for a small show like this and the first time. And I think it has a great opportunity. It is something that most people don't really understand in terms of how much money and opportunity is lost in rice. We're all trying to grow 5% more rice, but meanwhile we lose 15% in the mechanical processing after we harvest it. So the idea is that if we can save percentages on the moment that it's being harvested, and so the post-harvesting process, a huge amount of money can be saved, and also the quality of rice itself can go up in that process. And this is what it's all about. It is bringing that technology to a wider market.